Well, hey, crew, welcome back to camp. Chris, welcome back to the campfire, buddy.
Thanks for having me. I love being here.
Yeah, it's a great place to share some stories, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, Chris, years ago, I wanted to tell you this experience we had at the ponds, and kind of stems from two questions that I get often, and I'm sure you get some of these too, but folks asking, with this big campus, do you get a lot of trespassing? And then they also ask, sometimes in the same breath, and how do you guys do your marketing? How do people join CYO? Well, two very different questions. However, I got a story that kind of involves both of them. And that was years ago when we were really actively trying to market and find ways to get CYO's word out. And one of the ways is that we would share with staff that in a community that we wanted to move into, if they had any connections to administrators at any particular school, we would hope that they'd go out and share the message.
Sure.
And one day we're in the office, and our facilities manager comes in and says, "Hey, does anybody know why we have two people out at the ponds fishing? And they're in waders, and they're pretty serious about it." And seems a little odd for a trespasser to be all set up like that, waders and all. But sure enough, here are two guys out there having at it. And so I had about enough at the trespassing. And so I said, you know what? Let's send a message. Let's send a tough message out there. Call the sheriff's department. Have them come in, and we'll have them kick them off. And maybe that message will get around that, at CYO, you can't be trespassing. Well, no doubt, quickly, two sheriff's cars pull up, okay? And as they pull up right next to where these guys are fishing, one of the guys flicks on his lights, bright lights, all that. These guys are nervous, okay? As I get it, I would be too. Nervous enough where they're trying to move out of the water, get out, but as you know, our ponds are pretty steep. And if you're not watching it, you're in trouble in a hurry. Well, exactly. Both of them are slipping a little bit, splashing around, and they both go down past their top of their waders. So they're filled up, and you know how hard that is. And so they get out, and the officers they're standing there waiting for them. And by this time, we have a few CYOers. We come over, and we're all anxious to hear their story. Well, while they're coming out of the water, they're already explaining, we have permission, we have, and I'm like, I don't know. Turns out one of our instructors one of our part-time instructors didn't communicate to us that he had invited the administrators from one of the schools that we were hoping to get in. The principal and the principal's dad came out feeling totally invited to come fishing at Swift Ponds. And we have two sheriffs now listening to their story. And we couldn't be more embarrassed. I did have to laugh a little bit. But you know what, Chris? I don't think we've had any participants from that school since.
I'd imagine not.
Well, gang, we enjoy that you came to the campfire again. We love that this crew continues to grow. And we hope to see you back. And until that time,